From 11FS, I'm Simon Taylor, and this is FinTech Insider News. Coming up on today's show, we look back at a year in FinTech, the highs, the lows, and the changes. We look ahead and give our thoughts to 2018, and the reprise of the FinTech Wall of Emoji, the festive edition. All this and more on today's extra special Christmas After Dark episode of FinTech Insider News.
This question of fintech is great and platformification is great, but platforms can go down and they could affect the entire country.
And to talk about SME banking, well, we have Richard Davies. Richard, can you tell us why SME banking is becoming a theme?
There's 5.5 million businesses in the UK. Only 7,500 of those employ more than 250 people. So think about that. Pretty much every business in the UK is an SME. SMEs are the UK economy.
Personal level, I've struggled to explain to my family what I do for a living for a very, very long time. And my great aunt asked me about Bitcoin last week, so I think we're good, right? But this is also why I'm very, very weary right now when people use the word invest when it comes to Bitcoin.
Just the community around fintech in London is vibrant like you wouldn't believe. So I'm just super proud to be part of this in terms of everything that's happened in 2017. And I kind of feel like the expectation for everything that's going to be happening next year with everybody in the space is just super, super high. So, I think the expectation is set with you guys. The gauntlet is kind of thrown down to everybody in the room of what's going to happen next year. And I imagine that it's just going to be bigger and better things. So to everybody in the room, I look forward to doing this next year and seeing what happens and what everybody has achieved. Genuinely super excited that we do this podcast in London. I still feel like this is the heart of everything that's happening from a fintech and a banking perspective. It kind of feels like, and I get a bigger round of applause for that one, surely, come on.
There was a bet that was made earlier this year, and many of you won't be aware of this bet, but the bet that was made was between one Mr. Ajit Tripathi, if he's in the room, and of course Richard Crook, who I know is for a fact in the room. And the bet was that Ajit Tripathi said that Bitcoin would go above $10,000. Mr. Richard Crook on the opposite side of the room said Bitcoin would not go above $10,000. And the loser would have to wear a pink unicorn onesie. Richard's face is a picture of discomfort and embarrassment and unhappiness. He is struggling to get into a unicorn onesie. He's wrestling with the sleeves. He is wearing it. He has put the... He is now galloping around the room to raucous laughter from the audience and shaking Ajit's hand. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we have a fintech moment. Give it up for Richard Crook and Ajit Tripathi.